Only 8% of people actually achieve their goals, which means, statistically speaking, your resolution to start running probably ended with you tracking your steps, from the couch to the fridge. But don't worry, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just missing a system. This video will hand you that system on a silver motivational platter, with 5 evidence-backed strategies to help you actually hit your goals in 2025. No fluff, no just believe in yourself speeches, just straight-up useful stuff that even your most chaotic group chat would approve of. Welcome to Try Harder, Fail Better, the place where we stop glamorizing hustle culture and start actually making progress. Today, we're diving into fail-proof goal-setting strategies for 2025, based on science, not just vibes. Whether you're trying to write a book, land a new job, build muscle, or finally delete that one app that's draining your soul, we're looking at you, TikTok. This video will help you set goals you actually stick to. We all love setting goals. It feels productive. You get that little dopamine rush just by writing, "Become financially free" in a notes app you'll never open again. But most people fail not because they lack ambition. They fail because the goals are too vague. Be healthier, okay, but how? There's no system behind them, and motivation ghosted them after week 2. It's like trying to win a game where you don't know the rules, and the scoreboard is upside down. But don't worry, we've got 5 no-nonsense, research-backed strategies to help you set goals you can actually stick to. Strategy number 1, write your goals down. No, seriously, here's the deal. If your goals live only in your head, they'll die there too. A study from Dominican University showed that people who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them. Writing gives your brain direction. Think of it like placing an Uber request. You don't just yell, "Take me somewhere better," and hope for the best. So here's your action step. Open a doc. Title it something like Operation 2025 Upgrade. Write 3 to 5 goals for the quarter. Be specific. Not get fit, but run 3 times a week for 20 minutes. And don't just jot them down once and let them gather digital dust. Okay, so strategy number 2, look at your goals, and look at them often. Here's where most people totally mess up. They write a goal, feel super proud, and then never look at it again. It's like that ex you're trying to forget, right? But here's the deal. Enter the RAS, the reticular activating system. That's the part of your brain that decides what actually gets your attention. If your goals aren't top of mind, your brain will just focus on whatever's trending. What's in your fridge or those passive-aggressive emails. When you frequently review your goals, you keep them visible, make better daily decisions, and just reinforce what actually matters most. So here's your action step. Set a weekly calendar reminder titled Goal Check-In. Yes, you still care. Reread your list and ask yourself, what's one small step I can take this week? Seriously, 10 seconds. Big difference. So, strategy number 3, track your progress, even when it's ugly. I mean, you wouldn't play a game without a scoreboard, right? So why are you going after your goals without tracking anything? Here's a wild stat. A meta-analysis of over 138 studies, more than 20,000 people, confirmed that people who monitor their progress are way more likely to succeed. Progress tracking keeps you accountable and motivated. Even a bad week gives you data, not defeat. Here are some action step options. Use an app like Habitica, Notion, or even Google Sheets. Or go analog with a whiteboard or sticky notes. You could even go full Gen Z and turn it into an aesthetic tracker in Canva. Just please don't skip this. If it's not being measured, it's being forgotten. And yes, partial credit totally counts. 1 push-up still beats 0. All right, strategy number 4, use the WOOP method, because visualization alone just isn't enough. Let's bust a myth real quick. Visualization alone doesn't guarantee success. In fact, research shows that too much daydreaming about success can actually make you less likely to take action. It kind of tricks your brain into feeling like the job's already done. Yeah, that's great for fantasy, but not so great for actually following through. So instead of just imagining this perfect future, use a scientifically backed method called WOOP, developed by NYU psychologist Gabrielle Eddingen. WOOP stands for Wish, what do you genuinely want? Outcome, what would achieving it look and feel like? Obstacle, what's likely to get in your way, either inside your head, like procrastination, or outside, like time constraints? And plan, what will you do when that obstacle pops up? This is called mental contrasting. You visualize both the goal and the friction between you and it. That contrast actually activates problem solving instead of just passive daydreaming. Let's break it down with a better example. Say your goal is to start going to the gym 3 times a week. Wish, build strength and feel more energized. Outcome, I'll feel more confident, sleep better, and have more mental clarity. Obstacle. After work, I feel drained and just default to Netflix. Plan, I'll pack my gym clothes the night before, go before work twice a week, and do one at-home session if I miss a gym day. Now that's a real-life solution. Not just manifesting abs, but designing around your actual behavior. The WOOP method isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic thinking. It helps you anticipate resistance and build automatic responses to it, like setting up guardrails for your own future flakiness. And the best part? You can WOOP literally anything: fitness, finances, creativity, career. It takes 5 minutes, but it seriously rewires your brain to stop stalling and start solving. Okay, so here's strategy number 5. Tie your goals to your identity, not just your to-do list. Here's a truth most productivity apps won't tell you. Lasting change doesn't come from setting better goals. It comes from becoming the kind of person who naturally achieves them. Your actions are, honestly, just a reflection of what you believe about yourself. That's why identity-based goals are so powerful. In one study, people were actually more likely to vote when asked, "Will you be a voter?" than when asked, "Will you vote?" Just one word flipped the framing from a temporary action to a permanent identity, and that changes everything. So what's the takeaway? Stop focusing only on the outcome. Focus on who you need to become to reach it. Here's how to apply it. Instead of saying, "I want to read more," say, "I'm a reader. I consume knowledge daily." Instead of, "I want to get better at budgeting," say, "I'm someone who manages money with intention." Instead of, "I want to post more content," say, "I'm a creator who shows up consistently." And instead of, "I want to lose weight," say, "I'm someone who prioritizes health every day." Here's your action step. Pick one current goal. Ask yourself, who would naturally achieve this? Write that as an identity statement. I am the kind of person who... Every time you show up, you cast a vote for that version of you. You don't have to believe it 100% yet. Just start acting like it's true, and you'll build the evidence that makes it real. Identity isn't the cherry on top, it's the foundation. Because when goals get hard, and they will, you are what keeps them going. All right, real talk. These 5 steps work if you actually use them. Let's do a quick recap. Write it down, review weekly, track the progress, WOOP it, and tie it to identity. Now here's the wild part. These aren't secrets. They're simple, proven, free. And yet, most people won't do them. But you're not most people. Look, there are creators, athletes, and CEOs who swear by these. And they didn't get results because they're special. They got results because they systematized their goals. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Here's the thing. You don't need a new you just need a better system. Goals are like plants. They don't grow because you bought the seeds. They grow because you consistently watered them, even when you didn't feel like it. So write the goal, review it, track it, WOOP it, live like it's already part of who you are, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because future you is watching, and they're rooting for you. Now it's your turn. What's one major goal you're chasing in 2025? Drop it in the comments, and if you're feeling bold, tell us your WOOP plan too. And if this video helped you upgrade your mindset, check out some of our other videos on self-improvement, productivity, and personal growth. There's something in there for every version of your future self. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who keeps setting goals but never finishes the planner. Always remember, try harder, fail better, and keep rising. Now go and be great.